Breaking news, the young and the restless. Spoilers. Oh my God, besties. Welcome back to the channel. Today is Tuesday, a beautiful day outside, but inside my house, it is a literal disaster zone because I am physically unwell from what we just witnessed. Grab your emotional support water bottles because we are diving straight into the madness. You guys, I am deceased. Stop what you are doing. I am literally shaking. I am filming this while I am literally running errands, walking down the aisle of Target looking like an absolute lunatic because I just had to jump on here and vent. We need to talk about this now. I am hyperventilating right now. Send help. My soul has actually left my body. We all knew the Las Vegas gas station situation was going to be bad. Like we knew Matt Clark was a straight up menace to society. But basically, I was not prepared for the absolute cinematic mayhem that just unfolded. Nick Newman is literally writhing on the filthy, disgusting floor of this abandoned gas station, genuinely fighting for his life. And I am straight up having a panic attack. Did I say that yet? My brain is mush. Moving on. But seriously, the stakes are astronomical right now, and I am personally offended by the sheer audacity of these writers. I cannot even process the level of trauma we are being subjected to right now. Wait, backtrack for a second. I missed a step. Okay, so Nick and Adam track Matt to this rundown, sketchy-looking gas station in the middle of nowhere outside Vegas. They only found him because Reza Thompson actually lied to Matt and told him the Newman brothers went back to Genoa City. Oh, hold on. I should have mentioned this earlier, but Reza is officially on my do not perceive list. I am so done with her entirely, but I have to admit she actually served a purpose here. But Nick, sweet, beautiful, tragic Nick, was already spiraling so hard into his addiction, and he stole those packets of drugs from the storage unit. Matt Clark, who is genuinely the most twisted villain ever to walk the earth, purposely planted a tainted batch. Fentanyl mixed with cocaine. So Nick bursts into this gas station to save Sharon and Noah, and he just collapses. He drops to the floor, writhing in pure, unadulterated agony. I was mid-skincare watching this and smeared charcoal mask all over the rug. I literally had to yeet my phone across the room because I could not handle the stress of watching him foam at the mouth. Wait, I am glitching. Okay, back to the main event. But really quick, can we just talk about the lighting in that gas station scene? It was giving major fluorescent nightmare core, like that weird greenish tint that makes everyone look like they have not slept in 10 years. And there was this weird buzzing background noise, like a broken neon sign or a failing air conditioning unit, that was genuinely making my teeth itch. It was so distracting, but also weirdly aesthetic. Anyway, snapping back to the tea, Matt Clark is standing there, completely unbothered, sadistically watching Nick die on the floor. He is literally enjoying the psychological torture of Sharon and Noah screaming for Nick. Matt is straight up evil, and do not even get me started on the vibes he brings to the screen, which is honestly so unhinged because he looks entirely too smug for a man who is actively committing murder. But wait. This is the part where I literally stopped breathing and my vision blurred. There is a mysterious woman standing behind Matt Clark. We have been wondering who his accomplice is for weeks, right? I thought maybe it was someone random, maybe a hired goon, or maybe even someone from Adam's dark past. No. The woman reaches up and slowly, dramatically pulls off her mask. You guys, it is Patty Williams. Patty freaking Williams. I am screaming into a pillow right now. Patty Williams is at the gas station in Las Vegas. I am totally living for this, but also I am terrified for my life. Patty Williams, the woman who poisoned Summer Newman, the woman who has been terrorizing Genoa City for decades, the woman who just got caught on a boat with Jack Abbott, causing Diane to completely lose her mind. She is there. She is the mastermind. Bestie, be for real right now. Patty Williams looks at Sharon, Noah, and Adam, and she just starts laughing. Not like a cute, quirky giggle, but a full-on, unhinged, spine-chilling villain laugh that echoes through the entire abandoned gas station. She straight up confesses that she faked her insanity. She faked being crazy to escape the mental hospital. She has been playing the long game this entire time, sitting in that facility, pretending to be out of her mind, while secretly plotting the absolute destruction of the Newman family. She teamed up with Matt Clark to execute the ultimate master plan. She is officially the most iconic and terrifying mastermind, but also she is so problematic. Like, girl, you could have just gone to therapy, but instead you chose domestic terrorism. Basically, she is the architect of this entire nightmare, and I am genuinely unwell. And then she drops the absolute bombshell that sent me into a full spiral. Patty proudly, with a massive grin on her face, admits that she is the one who personally laced the cocaine with fentanyl. Did I say that yet? My brain is mush. Moving on. Wait, no, I need to emphasize this because it is sick. Patty Williams used her twisted little brain to chemically engineer Nick Newman's downfall. She knew Nick was struggling. She knew he would steal the drugs from the storage unit. She knew he would use them to cope with the physical pain and the blinding anger he felt toward Matt. She basically guaranteed that Nick would have zero chance of survival. The combination of Matt's sheer brute force cruelty and Patty's chaotic, unpredictable madness is genuinely the most lethal duo I have ever seen on television. They are giving major Joker and Harley Quinn energy, but like way darker and way more personal, because they have decades of vendettas against these people. I cannot even begin to explain the look on Sharon's face. Sharon Newman, who has survived literally everything, who has been kidnapped, gaslit, and traumatized more times than I can count, is chained up to a filthy pipe, watching the absolute love of her life die on a dirty floor. And now she is staring into the dead, crazy eyes of Patty Williams. Noah is completely traumatized. He is just a kid, basically, and he is watching his dad suffocate and seize while Patty laughs and Matt records it on his phone. Sharon is screaming, pulling at her chains, completely feral, begging for someone to help Nick. Adam is desperately trying to unchain them. His hands are shaking, and he is sweating bullets. Adam Newman, the guy who is usually the darkest, most composed villain in the room, looks completely terrified. Adam is staring at Patty and Matt, and you can legit see the gears turning in his head as his heart shatters. He knows his spider persona is dangerous, but Patty Williams is a completely different breed of dangerous. She has absolutely nothing to lose. She does not care about money. She does not care about power. She just wants to watch the Newmans burn to the ground. Adam realizes right then and there that saving Nick is almost an impossible mission. He cannot outsmart someone who is fundamentally chaotic and has already rigged the game. I am literally hyperventilating right now just thinking about Adam's internal panic. He is desperately trying to keep Nick breathing, but the fentanyl is shutting down Nick's organs by the second. It is an absolute tragedy of epic proportions. I am calling it the villain arc is about to go nuclear, manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update, because there is no way they get out of this without a massive casualty. Meanwhile, back in Genoa City, Victor Newman is having the absolute worst day of his entire life, and honestly, karma is real. Victor has been sitting in his high-rise office at Newman Enterprises, playing God, blackmailing Phyllis Summers with fake AI-generated emails, thinking he is the smartest man in the entire universe. He thought he was pulling the strings with Diane and Jack, manipulating their marriage just for fun. But then the news hits him. The realization washes over him like a bucket of ice water. Victor discovers all the secrets. He realizes that Patty Williams is the ultimate traitor. He realizes he has been completely played. Victor Newman, the great and powerful mustache, was outsmarted by Patty Williams, pretending to be crazy in a hospital. I am genuinely cackling at Victor's downfall right now, even though the situation is tragic. He is absolutely horrified. He realizes that while he was busy playing petty corporate games with Phyllis and Victoria, trying to steal Summers Corp., his own flesh and blood sons were being lured into a literal death trap by a woman he completely underestimated. Victor is terrified because he knows Patty's history better than anyone. He knows exactly what she is capable of. He knows she poisoned his granddaughter Summer, and now she is murdering his golden boy son Nick. Bestie, Victor is officially on my do not perceive list, because how do you let this happen under your nose? You literally have a private security force. The stakes have never been higher in the history of this show. I am physically vibrating from the sheer audacity of this plot. My grip on reality is slipping, making it absolutely clear that this situation is now my entire personality, and I am not okay. I need to go lie down on the floor and stare at the ceiling until the next episode. Bye.